beautiful people, and Merry Christmas Eve. I cannot believe that it is already Christmas time. This past year has flown by. I am currently en route to my grandmother's house. Like I went over a little bit with my Thanksgiving video, it's a little different for Christmas. So growing up with my parents being split up, I spend my time on Christmas Eve with my dad and his family. My grandmother always hosts at her house. So I'm currently on my way there right now, and then I spend Christmas Day with my mom. So I left my mom's house just a few minutes ago, and while I'm on my way to my grandmother's house, I'm just kind of like reflecting back a little bit. And I was not able to go home for Christmas, or I was, but I didn't, because I was in a relationship at the time, and we were pretty serious. So I spent my Christmas with him, and anyway, it was just, something I'd never done before. And so last year, whenever I went home, they were super excited to see me because I was home, but I was really depressed and hurt, and financially was not well off because I was dealing with legal issues and situations from my ex, that past relationship. And so I just was not very merry around the Christmas time. I just, it just did not feel anything like Christmas to me because I was just not in a good place. And also, I'm one of those people where I love to give gifts and get so much joy from seeing someone open a gift that I give them. And I wasn't able to necessarily buy gifts for my family last year. I bought gifts for my niece and nephews, and that was pretty much it. And so I made sure the kiddos were taken care of, but I didn't get much of anything else for my family, and that really bothers me. And I know that's not what the Christmas season is about. They were just really excited I was home, and I mean, I was happy I was home too, but it just didn't feel right. It just was not the same. Something was off. But it's like I got a lot of gifts, and I'm one of those people where if I get a gift, I have to give you something in return. I don't like to just take. It's not who I am. That's not how I am. So I just got so many gifts last year, and it's like I got more and more sad the more presents I had to open, because that just meant I felt like I was letting more and more people down. And I know that they probably got joy of me opening their gifts, and they didn't care either in return, but it just was a weird situation last year. So this year though, I'm just reflecting back, and I'm way better off this year, and so happy and excited for what we are doing today. So over at my grandmother's, Christmas Eve, we play all sorts of games, and so we're gonna have some money prizes and gifts, of course, and we're playing Dirty Santa, so I'm super excited about that. For my Dirty Santa gift, which is back there in the snowman paper right behind me, that's super shiny, I ended up getting, so I didn't even know we were playing this. I visited my grandmother yesterday, and she said, oh, we're playing Dirty Santa, and I was like, well, that, in my head, I was like, well, that would have been nice to know, not to my grandmother, but more so, my dad should have told me that, or it would have been nice to have known. And at that point, I'd already taken an antihistamine, and I was getting super sleepy because I was having some type of reaction yesterday to something. So by the time I got back to my mom's house, where I'm currently staying, I was too tired to go out and try to find a Dirty Santa gift. That was a $10 limit. So I just asked my mom, and I knew she'd have something extra. And so she gave me one of these train sets, which is originally 50 something bucks, and she got it for $11. So I was like, that's perfect. And so it's just funny, since it's for the adults only, the Dirty Santa is. That means that, at least maybe for the ones who have young kids, they could, use it of some sort, or save it and gift it to someone else. But I just thought it would be funny, since it's a toy train, but it is a good quality toy train. So that's what I'm bringing. My mom had a $10 Subway gift card, and I was like, ooh, eat Subway anymore. And then I was like, well, I do whenever I travel, but very seldomly. But yeah, so I thought that would be way better than the Subway gift card, because I was like, that is not something I would ever buy, especially for a gift, even if it is like a white elephant, dirty Santa, whatever. But yeah, so I'm driving over there right now, gonna spend all day, and I can't wait to see my family. And I'm hoping this time, I know my Thanksgiving video did not have like any of my family. You guys got to see my brother in that video very briefly, and that was about it. You got to hear my dad talking. So I'm hoping to actually get family in this video. So I promised you guys that I would do better at vlogging for Christmas time. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I plan on vlogging gifts and stuff tomorrow with my mom. So I will make sure that you guys are brought along for that as well. And so I'm just gonna get my eyes back on the road, have Mimi's over here with me. Ooh. So, what that was, some roadkill though. But Mimi's is over here with me. She's gonna go spend the day over at my Nana's, and cannot wait. And also, before I get off, just keep in mind, like, my papa is not doing well, which is one of the main reasons why I went home for Thanksgiving. And we ended up getting news that he needs open heart surgery. So it's a hard time for my dad's side of the family right now, a little bit, because we all love him so much. And so if you're watching this video, please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. I'm really hoping to spend more Christmases with him. And but I'm just gonna treat this one and like it's our last together. And really though, that's what we should always do every year, especially anything with our family. We should not take for granted. Just always treat it like it's your last one with that person, because you never really know. Age doesn't mean anything. Anything can happen to anyone. Just always treat these times like they're your last with your family, and that just brings even more meaning to them, I feel like. So that's what I'm gonna plan on doing today. I'm actually almost there. I talked the whole, well, not the whole way. Actually, this is the second time that I've vlogged, but I thought I had pressed the record button, but I didn't. So I was talking to myself for a good, 8 minutes or so. I had to like restart a lot of what I had said, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm about to pull into my grandmother's house, so I'm gonna show you guys how cute this house is too. My grandmother's house, isn't it so cute? Like, it is such a cute house. I love how they always do all the decorations and everything. But yeah, my grandmother's house. This is where, if you watched my Thanksgiving video, I was shooting in this field right over here. This is where I was shooting at, was over at my grandmother's house. So yeah, this is beautiful back here. We used to have a tobacco farm actually, and that was all tobacco. Like back in the day when I was little, I used to help plant tobacco. But don't endorse it. I don't endorse using tobacco. But I'm gonna get inside. Mia's getting antsy over here, aren't you, baby girl? Yeah. So I will talk to you soon.
Go over in the pan. Hey, look in the pan over there.
So my Nana wanted all of the grandchildren and great-grandchildren to make ornaments this year. And I've never made these types of ornaments before where you bake them. So it was a really fun thing to do, and it was a new experience, and it got all of us together to have a great time and do something that's really simple but fun and easy to do. And that's Mia with my dad. But it's essentially, you're just taking flour and salt and mixing it with water, and that's my nephew Cole, who was having fun playing with the flour. But you make this dough material and then you decorate it.
A galaxy. Okay, I saved that.
So as you can see, it can get pretty messy with your hands with the food coloring. But it was a really cool project to do, and I'm really glad that we did it. And that's my papa's cat that Cole's holding. And here are some of the final products. That's mine that I made. It was like just a reddish purpley gingerbread man. And then here's the final product of all of them that were made. Kudos to those of you who can spot the Marvel character. Okay, so the next thing we did was my favorite, and it's this saran ball game. So you have saran wrap, someone makes it, and they put all sorts of prizes inside of it. And what you do is you have someone unwrap the ball, and whatever falls out, you get to keep. But the thing is the person to your left is rolling a pair of dice, and whenever they roll doubles, you have to pass the ball on. So essentially, the longer it takes them to roll doubles, the more prizes you can get. But what my brother likes to do, since he made the ball on the side, is put the better gifts and wrap them individually, as you can see right here. And so it's a really, really fun game, and I'm gonna stop talking so you can kind of get in on some of the action, because my sister-in-law, who's rolling the dice right now, loves to get the ball. So the funny thing is you might think there's no strategy to this, but one thing my brother loves to do is always get beside my papa, because bless his heart, he takes a little longer to roll the dice. And so as you can see, my brother gets a lot of time to unroll the ball. So what you can see here is my cousin Jesse trying to get into some alcohol, because my brother put a bottle of Fireball, a bottle of Jack Daniels, and a bottle of moonshine. And so a lot of us try to get that whenever we play this game. So this is what I walked away with. I got some Harry's razors, and then I got a mulled cider candle and the movie Point Break. So the next thing we did was a game we do every year. Sometimes it's with candy, sometimes it's with money. It just depends. But this year we did candy, and so we have a lot of candy in a jar, and then everyone in the family, at least the adults, get to guess how many pieces of candy are in the jar, and then whoever is the closest wins it. And so that's what's going on here, and we're about to announce the winner of the candy.
What's the number? There's 2 pages there.
So one of the other activities we did on Christmas Eve, of course, had to include Dirty Santa. So we love to play this every year, and we always end up having such a great time with this game. I ended up, remember I brought the train. So right here what happened was you can only have 2 steals on each gift, and my brother, his wife had the choo-choo train that I had brought. And so he stole it from her so they could lock it down and take it home. Well, Alex right here in the blue shirt, he's one of my cousins, and he was always losing his gift the whole night. It was so funny, and he was having such a great time. And so he got to open up so many of the gifts, and we were kind of like picking on him throughout the game, but it was just a really nice time. I ended up walking away with a machete of all things. So one thing we like to do to close off our Christmas Eve is to have our Nana and Papa exchange gifts. And she had already given Papa his gift, and he's actually wearing it. It was the outfit that he's wearing in this video. But he got her a set of pearls with a matching pair of earrings. It's absolutely stunning, and I just couldn't believe it. My heart dropped to see them like that after so many years. Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas. And I just got up not too long ago, so I wanted to show you guys kind of a couple things. So first of all, as you can see right here, whenever I was a kid, got in the habit of collecting nutcrackers, and so one tradition, I guess you could say, in our family is that I get a nutcracker every Christmas, and this is one that they got me this year, which is
super unique because it is completely made out of wood. So, and like, obviously they all are, but it's like just like the plain wood. It's not painted on or anything like that. So it's just the plain wood with some stuff glued on it, which is, I think, really, really pretty. Very unique and different from the other ones that I have. And also, my stocking. And my mom was just a few minutes ago like, go open your stocking, go open your stocking. So I'm gonna open my stocking with you guys and then go out there with them. And I have something to show you with Mia, because I have Mia's Christmas robe on, and it's super cute, even though she doesn't really like it. So this is the stocking that I've had for like ever. But my queen, I love these things. I feel like I get them every Christmas, and it's the only time I ever get them. Ooh, some dark chocolate. Peeps. Christmas tree peeps. That's my little stocking for today. Super happy about that. But yeah, I'm going to, I can now show you guys some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing today, so just stay tuned. So with me being the person I am, I had to get her something to wear on Christmas morning, and I saw this robe whenever I was returning a set of Christmas PJs that didn't fit her quite right, and was like, this is perfect. She didn't really care for it too much, unfortunately, but it was super cute for her to at least open her birthday gift in, and then I took it off and put her in something else. Happy birthday to you. No, happy birthday to you. And Sophia, she's joining me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah, now she's in. I'm more excited for her to use this. That's for Christmas. So for her birthday present, I got her this motion sensor fountain. And we've had some issues with her drinking water out of a bowl, especially if it's low to the ground. So I was hoping that this would work in helping her drink water without having anxiety. And it turns out that she actually ends up loving it, which made me really, really happy that I don't have to return it. Oh, thank you. So this isn't what it looks like. It's not alcohol. I actually ended up getting a really nice Columbia pullover from my brother, and I needed some Alabama gear, so it was really, really great to get this. And then on top of that, I got this cute thermos mug from my niece and nephews, and it even has their names on it with the music notes. And so moving on to a few more gifts. I didn't get everything recorded, but just wanted to get this on too. So I had gone to Target with my family to go shopping for other people and saw this Alabama pullover and really, really loved it. And they ended up getting that for me too. So I walked away with 2 Alabama pullovers, and then I wasn't expecting this as much, but I got some pants to go with it, and they're actually Alabama sweatpants. So I really was happy with getting this because even though I went to Alabama, most of my gear has like $1 Million Band on it or something like that. I don't have any plain Alabama gear. So I needed to stock up on that some, and boy did they deliver.
Do you mind?
So even though I'm a grown man, my mom still likes to get me one big gift every Christmas as if I were a child with Santa Claus. And so she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I didn't even hesitate. I wanted a big crock pot because if you watch any other videos in my channel, you know that I like to meal prep. And so she got me this multifunctional crock pot. It has 15 different programs, and you can bet I'm going to definitely use it a lot more, especially once school starts up. So I was super excited to get this, and it's exactly what I wanted.
Hello, honey.
Yeah, it's for your bad breath. Come here. I'm not scared of everything. Mia, come on. Come on.
Yeah, it probably is.
So at the end of the day, I ended up doing Mia's Christmas. And as you can see, she was being a little difficult. She was a little scared of the container that I got for her and some of the things toy-wise that I had gotten her. And if you've, again, watched any of the videos on my channel, you know that Mia has a lot of anxiety. So it's been a little difficult to get her to get around new things. She's a little hesitant at first, but as you can see, she definitely warms up to it. She just needs a little treat here and there. But these are the things that I got her. And so I thought they were cute. I got that little hoodie off to the side because we don't practice gender norms in my household. So I don't care if it's blue and it's for a girl, but it says K bye. And I saw that and was like, this is perfect because as you know, if you're subscribed to my channel, I always end my videos with saying, okay, bye. And so I thought that would be so cute to get that for her. And then some toys and Nyla bones and so forth. But I didn't want to not celebrate both her birthday and Christmas, and she was born on Christmas Day. So last but certainly not least, I had to get a Christmas toy for my mom's cats. And so this is Finn, and he is obsessed with this toy. I literally turned it on and the birds started chirping and he ran across the house because he had already played with it before and he knew exactly what it was from. But I'm gonna end my video here where you can watch a cute cat play with a toy. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. I'd love to have you part of the family. And I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday and hope you all have a great, happy new year. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.